So hello and welcome to Great North Run 2024, starting in Newcastle upon Tyne and running 13.1 miles down to South Shields. This is Exhibition Park, where you'll come to start the race or start the waiting before the race. It's really well organised. It might not feel like it might feel really busy, but you can see there is gaps in the crowds. You can see everything is signposted. Everyone has a place to be and a time to be there. The main queue was the toilets. 45 minutes I queued when I got there, so be prepared to do a lot of standing around.
Final call for all pit runners, please make your way to semi-con.
You can see how busy it is now. This is the pink wave, the final wave of people to go, and there was just thousands and thousands of us still waiting. I'll throw up the times at the bottom of the screen, but I started queuing in this pink wave, the final call at 11 o'clock, and it was 12:30 in the afternoon when we crossed the line. There is a lot of waiting around, but it doesn't feel like as long as it was. You'll bump into people, you'll talk to people. There's a little bit of entertainment if you're in the right place at the right time. So it does move along quite quickly, and eventually you will go from feeling like this to feeling like that as soon as they announce it's time to go. I think the weather on this particular day, the weather didn't help everyone, certainly in the pink wave. Everyone was soaked through before we'd even crossed this start line. But it didn't detract from it. Everyone was chipper, everyone was keeping each other going, and banter and jokes and high spirits. It's just a really good atmosphere. The weather didn't spoil it too much. So if you've never done it before, if like me you're not sure what to expect, you could try doing the Great North 10k, and I did that earlier this year, and you'll see here it shares the same first mile or two. So you'll go down this carriageway under this bridge, but you'll see there's a lot less people. I think it's something like 5,000 or 6,000 do the 10k, and it's something like 50,000 or 60,000 do the Great North Run. So you'll see here there's maybe 2 or 3 people wide at the 10k run. Much busier on the Great North Run, which is to be expected. But you can still get a steady pace. I did about 8-minute mile for this first mile. So you can do a steady pace, there is room to get through. This bit coming up was one of the bits I was looking forward to most, and I don't know, it just gives you like a happy vibe. It gives you, puts a smile on people's faces, on me at least. I don't know why, it's just one of those iconic moments. So this is where you'll see the 2 sides of the carriageway start to merge, so the pace slowed down a little bit here coming up to this Tyne Bridge crossing. It does get a bit more congested, the pace really slowed down a bit. Again, compared to the Great North 10k, where there was maybe 2 or 3 people wide, and it was an out and back, you went over the bridge and came straight back in, ran around the town, around the city. Great North Run, you go straight over the bridge and then you're on the way to South Shields. Not quite sure what I was trying for with this. I just thought maybe no one's filmed it from this view, and maybe this is why, so I'll chuck in a bit of footage of the runners as well. It is, I don't want to say samey, but you do as well, it's all road running. A lot of it on motorways, carriageways, so there's not always a lot to see in terms of scenery, but they have these pop-up bands, these tents with musicians, singers, drummers. There's charity buses, there's people giving away sweets and ice pops and cheering you on. This stuff is absolutely class. These tents, these musicians, the charity buses, the audience, the spectators, it just keeps you going. I'm very much someone who runs with music. I need the music to keep me going. I don't think I listened to a single song throughout this whole run. It's just the noisiest run, in the best possible way, the noisiest run I've ever done, by a long way. So that was the halfway point, about 7 miles, 6.5 miles, something like that. Legend, thank you. Am I allowed an ice pop? Thank you. It's not hot, but an ice pop is lovely. I don't know what happened, but I got just down here and I don't know if it was this song. I would have no idea why. It's not a sentimental song or anything, but they were playing this and I went from smiling to all of a sudden I just welled up. I have no idea why, and this is me just peeling off just to go and collect myself for a minute. Don't know what it was. It just, I don't know, the day catching up with me or something. I never knew what to expect from Great North Run, but it is a long day, and we were there maybe it's 8:30 in South Shields, and then we were queuing obviously from 10 o'clock until 12:30 to even start running. And I think the crowds and people's stories and the charity stories you hear, I don't know, it's just something maybe it's all just got to me. So don't be worried, don't be embarrassed, don't be ashamed if you have a wobble, if you have a moment, if you see someone else having a moment, maybe take a minute just to check on them, because there's plenty of people will be in exactly the same boat as you.
That's awesome.
So again, I'll leave you for a couple of miles just montage, compilation footage. I think this is coming up to about mile 10. I was so tempted by a beer, but at this point I think I'd had too many ice pops, too many orange segments and energy bars. And I wasn't feeling great by this point. So lesson learned for next time: have a nutrition plan and stick to it, or at the very least don't be greedy. You're there to run a half marathon, not to have a massive pick and mix. So thank you very much to the people who gave me the sweets, and sorry if I took too many. So this is coming up to where you'll reach a downward bit. It's quite steep. It doesn't really show how steep it is on the video. I went a bit heavy footed, so just go steady on that because it is a lot steeper than you might expect. And it brings you down to the final mile along the seafront. This was really good. Again, they had DJs, they had musicians, they had a choir. Get your free picture here. Everyone paused. I didn't pause. But yeah, this is where you think you're nearly finished now, but it is a long mile. It's rather a long straight road. There's a lot of ducking and weaving. It gets a bit congested again, and I found this bit a little tricky, partly through kind of fatigue, I guess, but I found it really difficult to get a decent, consistent pace going along here. So here we go, the final 200 metres. I'm starting to be able to pick up the pace a little bit, or at least get into a rhythm on this bit. This split the lanes there, so you kind of pick a lane, stick with it. Final couple of 100 metres, I was hoping somewhere to see my wife down here, or at least hear her shouting. Totally missed her. She saw me though.
Go, Chris! Come on! Go, Chris!
Sessions on HSL Record Monday. My face.
I don't know how I missed her because I looked right at her. Didn't hear her. I was just, I can see the finish, I'm just going for it. As a Nintendo fan, I've got to say, I never realised at the time, but crossing the line with Mario and Luigi, couldn't have timed that better, I don't think. I tried to turn to the camera and just say I'm finished. And I don't know why my eyes just went welled up.
Did it?
So yeah, I'm not quite sure what it was. The crowds, the day, the atmosphere, the stories, something just, I crossed that line and I was just for a second, welled up ever so slightly. So here's the question: would I do Great North Run again? When I finished it on the Sunday, I left a fairly honest Facebook comment that I found it overhyped, over busy, didn't really see myself doing it again. But yeah, haven't had a week to reflect on it. Would I do it again? Yes, absolutely. Will I get through the ballot? Who knows? But it is, if you've never done it before, it's definitely one of those things you need to do at least once. So many people get so much from this, and it's an absolute Goliath of a thing for charity, for fundraising, for raising awareness, raising funds. But definitely go out, do it, get it done at least once. Someone said don't do GNR as your first half, do something smaller and build up to GNR because it is a massive event. But I'm kind of glad I did it. It's, if I do no other half marathon, and I'm already booking at this, but if I did no others, at least I've done this one. And it may have set the benchmark quite high, or it may be that all the other half marathons trump this one. It'll be interesting to see going forward over the next 6 months or so what compares to Great North Run. But it was an absolute blast on the day, and if you come away at the end of the day feeling like I did and not quite sure about it, give yourself a few days to reflect on it, because you might find actually it's just the time that's talking. Get out there, get entered in the ballot, give it a go. But yeah, what an event. I'll chuck up a quick route overview just to see you out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.